of Bo Dobby, Jason Dobson. We're ready to go. 30 laps. The Super Late Models take center stage in tonight's Pete Loretto Memorial. On the takeoff lap, Dave Scott will grab the advantage. Wyatt Scott battles down to the inside of Dutch Davies, looking for the number 2 spot here at the end of lap number 1. Davies and Wyatt Scott barrel down into 1 and 2 with Hess right there in the 4th position as they roll off turn number 2 and head down the backstretch. Hess now to the inside of Davies. Davies will be staying up on the outside lane here as they come charging down off turn number 4. Davies locked right in behind Wyatt Scott. Wyatt blasts down to the inside of Dave as they roll off turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Some great racing here in the early going of tonight's Pete Loretto Memorial as they are back off turn number 4. Mike Knight now coming into the mix with the number 9 P from the number 5 spot. He is caught up to that group at the front of the field as they go charging up into 3 and 4. Davies going where they're not on the outside. Hess can't get to the inside of Wyatt Scott in that battle for the number 2, 3, and 4 positions as they all roll back off turn number 2 and down the backstretch. High flying, super fast pace here for the Super Late Models as they come blasting around off the cushion off turn number 4, and Hess gets to the inside of Davies and makes a move to go into the number 3 spot. At the same time, here comes Greg Oakes with the number 22. He's going to run side by side with Mike Knight for the 5th position as they come charging down off turn number 4. Hess now working the inside of Wyatt Scott, grabs the number 2 spot as they head through turns 1 and 2. Back down through turn number 2. Lead battle now joined between Dave Scott and Dave Hess as they run through turns 3 and 4. Hess looking down to the inside. Scott will hold him off for the moment. Wyatt Scott runs in 3rd. Davies and Knight fighting it out for the 4th and 5th positions with Oakes in 6th, Wonderling in 7th, Davis in 8th, Homan in 9th. Bedell looks like he is rounding out the top 10 here at the moment. Jason Dobson in danger of going a lap down as we continue to watch the battles not only for the lead, but also for 4th and 5th place. Hess getting after it big time now as they go charging down into turns 3 and 4. Hess will look down to the inside of Scott as they work their way off the corner. Wyatt Scott still in 3rd. Davies continues to hold off Knight in the battle for the 4th and 5th spot. Hess takes the elevator to the top floor going into turn number 3. Might be looking for a pick and roll here, but Dobson is on the outside lane here as they come charging off turn number 4. Hess, what a squeeze move by Dave Hess. An incredible move between Dave Scott and the live car of Dobson to take over the race lead. That was amazing highlight reel material right there for Dave Hess, and Hess is your new race leader. Scott falls back to 2nd. Wyatt Scott sits in 3rd, and the live car of Dobson is a break for Knight to finally get some space between himself and Dutch Davies in the race for 4th and 5th as we come to the halfway point. So Dave Hess now with the lead, pulling away by half a straightaway over Dave Scott in 2nd, Wyatt Scott in 3rd. Then 4th spot belongs to the number 9 of Knight. Davies now in a battle for 5th with Greg Oakes, number 22. And then you've got Wonderling still holding on to 7th. Davis and Homan racing for 8th and 9th. Bedell rounding out the top 10. And right now, 10th place is the final car on the lead lap as Jason Knowles has just gone a lap down to race leader Dave Hess, going down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. So an amazing move by David Hess to take the lead, and he continues to just pour the throttle on. Meanwhile, we could have a battle for second, third, and fourth shaping up here before too long. Dave Scott has been joined by Wyatt Scott, but we're going to get the first caution of this race as Bryce Davis runs into an issue. Davis coming to a stop outside turns 3 and 4, bringing the caution. So they will come down here off turn number 4. Green flag waves, 11 laps left to go in tonight's Pete Loretto Memorial. They'll charge off turn 2 and down the backstretch. Hess dusting the wall up there on the outside through turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Davies under threat here from Greg Oakes with the number 22. And now Knight goes wide in turn number 4. Oakes tries to barrel his way in there, trying to move up to the number 4 spot. Good race off turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Oakes side by side with Knight for that 4th position as they come roaring down off turn number 4. They charge back up through turn number 2. Hess, Dave Scott, Wyatt Scott, still your top 3. Mike Wonderling now getting by the Davies number 40 going into turn number 3. That's going to move him into the number 6 position here inside of 10 laps to go as Wonderling comes down off the inside lane. Meanwhile, down the backstretch, the battle between Oakes and Knight now for the number 4 spot getting even hotter. Knight way up the racetrack at turn number 4, and Oakes barrels down to the inside. Oakes will grab the number 4 position. So Greg Oakes making a late race charge as he moves into the number 4 spot. And he's going to try to run down that Wyatt Scott number X3, but the laps are ticking away. And now it looks like Wyatt Scott is going to challenge Dave Scott for the number 2 spot here with 25 in and 5 left to go. Wonderling now working on Knight for position as they go up into turns 1 and 2. Wonderling looking at the bottom. Knight staying up on the outside of the track as they'll come around here off turn number 4. 26 down, 4 left to go. Still a great battle back there between Knight and Wonderling as they charge through turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, here comes Dave Hess off turn number 4, clicking down 27. Just 3 laps left to go as he looks to pick up that $3,000 payday in tonight's Pete Loretto Memorial. 2 to go for your race leader when he comes by this time. And here's Oakes battling Wyatt Scott for 3rd going into turns 3 and 4. Here's the come to the white flag. Slide job from Oakes off turn number 4. Also coming to the inside is Wonderling. So Oakes and Wonderling snagging spots 3 and 4 here on the white flag lap. Wyatt Scott trying to fight back as Hess comes down to take the win. Dave Scott will finish a straightaway back in 2nd. It's Oakes up to 3rd, Wonderling in 4th. And Wyatt Scott will round out the top 5 finishers. Wow.
Dave, I got to ask you about that move for the lead. For where we were watching, that was absolutely insane.
Yeah, these lap money shows, you want to try to get there quick and lead as many as you can. But, I wanted to do that and try to be cautious as much as possible, too. But, man, the track, the top side was just really fast. And, I seen the slower car coming up on us there. And as soon as I seen David make the move to go low, I was hoping there'd be enough room to sneak by, but it was definitely tight, but all worked out. And, and then I clipped the guardrail down here on my own and did some damage to the front end, which wasn't helping me out there the last 5 or 10 laps, but we were able to hold on. So,
who do you want to say thank you to tonight, Dave?
I got to thank my mom and dad, Hess's Garage and Salvage, AMS Oil, Plyler Entry Systems, who the heck am I missing? Ground Zero Stump Grinding, Genesis Shocks, Martin Dynamics. I want to thank Booze Becker, John and Debbie Hess, Hoosier Tire, 955 Automotive. Anybody I forgot, thank you. All our sponsors. all the crew guys for busting their butts, and they're going to have work to do again tomorrow. Bob for giving us a great track here tonight, and all you fans for rooting us on. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, winner of tonight's Pete Loretto Memorial for the Super Late Models, Dave Hess.